Hey guys, this is Bruce and welcome to ConvoCourses. Today we're going to be talking about a data security analyst in Denver, Colorado. Alright, before we start about this job, let me tell you a little bit about why I do this. I do these for a couple of purposes. If you happen to be a IT professional, you already are into this field, you're into cybersecurity already, this is a great opportunity for you to actually get another job. Like, I have tons of these videos, so you can go through all of my videos and see what jobs fit you. There's lots of IT recruiters out there who you can contact and get a relationship with them and actually get yourself another job. Or they always have different opportunities. For noobs, this is to let you know there's a lot of opportunities out there. I get these every day, and I show you how to get these opportunities yourself. If you go ahead and follow me on ConvoCourses.com, link in the description below. If you're just interested in this job, then that information is also in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. Alright, so let's get into this. This is for a job actually working for the state of Colorado for a data security analyst is what they call this position. There's many different names for this. You could probably get away with calling it cybersecurity, risk management for the state. There's many different names and different. What you'll see is different organizations, whether they be private or federal or state or commercial. They have different names for some of the same work you're going to do with slightly different standards. So for this one, they're calling it Data Security Analyst. They have the rec number if you're actually in the state of Colorado and stuff. So in the state of California, the state of New Jersey, and the state of New York, they'll have different names for some of the same thing with different recs. You can actually go to the site if you happen to be in Colorado, if you're in your state. They'll have a site where you can actually find their careers there. So just be aware of that. And state jobs are pretty good. They usually have pretty good benefits. So something to consider if you're considering a state job. All right. So what are they looking for? The statement of work is this person who's going to be a data security analyst. This person reports to the Director of Security Risks and Compliance, or the Delegate. This is the person who is responsible for performing activities for the oversight of the risk and compliance program. They are going to perform activities to reduce the vulnerabilities for an overall enterprise risk management program. So this is sounding a lot to me like this is very familiar, but this is a state version of what I actually do. Performs duties to facilitate confidentiality, integrity, availability of systems to protect data from unauthorized users. May require a bachelor's degree in an area of specialty, at least 5 years or more of risk management experience working in complex environments, and procedures include NIST risk management framework. The specialized individual must have previous experience with implementing an enterprise risk management framework and be applicable certifications such as CISSP, CISA, CISM. In addition, experience working with governance, risk, and compliance tools is highly desired. So, really interesting. So it's a state job, and the state is implementing a risk management framework, the NIST risk management framework, which is very similar to the one that the U.S. government uses, the federal government uses, and it's very similar to the international standard with it, which is ISO 27001. They're all very similar, and then you can actually expand that out to HIPAA. HIPAA has a similar framework. They're very similar to one another. There's Sarbanes-Oxley, which is also a banking standard. There's all these different standards, and they're very similar to one another. So much so that if you know one, you can really very quickly pick up the others, because they all have what you call security controls. They don't all call them security controls, but there's some sort of security controls that you put on a system. That means that you lock down the system. Then you've got things like you have to have an auditor come in and look at your system. It's like passing a test for your entire organization, for your entire all your your entire network. They've got things where you have boundaries on your network. They all have a similar feel to them, and if you understand one very thoroughly, then it's very easily to understand and pick up the terminologies and stuff on the others. So that's what they're calling it over here. To me, that was really interesting that they call it a completely different name, which is Data Security Analyst. Other names might be a Risk Management Framework Specialist, a Risk Management Framework Consultant, Information Assurance Officer, System Security Engineer, Information System Security Officer, ISSO, Information Security Officer, ISO. There's many Cybersecurity Analyst, Cybersecurity Engineer. There's so many different names for this same job, but you're doing kind of the same thing, which is Risk Management Framework, and then making sure that the system falls into compliance. So a lot of times people are put off by the name of the title or the name of the role that you're going to be in, but you really got to dive in there and see what the job actually is, and they're kind of explaining here in the statement of work. If you want to know more information, you happen to be in that state, or you want to get more, you live in Arkansas and you can't, you're not going to move up to this state. Look at your state's your state government's website and look and see if they have the same kind of positions. Actually search it, call them up, ask if they have ask where the career page is, things like that you can do to get this same thing. Don't be put off by the actual titles and the roles. They all have different names for it. There's many different names for it, but you actually might do this work already. All right, that's it for this one, guys. See you on the next one.